Have you ever wondered what stories libraries themselves could tell? Beyond their quiet halls, they're monuments to our shared human journey. Libraries aren't just peaceful places. They've survived fires, wars, and the slow decay of time to protect knowledge. The British Library, for example, holds items over 3,000 years old, like ancient Chinese oracle bones, reminders that libraries have always adapted to new forms of information. From clay tablets to digital files, their mission remains to gather, protect, and share the ideas that define us. The first libraries in ancient Mesopotamia and Egypt were exclusive to priests and rulers, holding records of laws and histories. Even then, the idea was clear: knowledge is precious and must be preserved. Throughout history, libraries have been targets. Destroying one meant erasing a people's memory. The story of libraries is one of survival, with individuals risking everything to save books from destruction. Every book on a shelf today is a survivor, connecting us to the thoughts and dreams of those who came before. Libraries are promises across generations, a commitment to remember, learn, and endure. The Great Library of Alexandria stands as the most famous lost library in history, a beacon of learning whose destruction still haunts us. Alexandria aimed to collect all the world's knowledge, drawing scholars from everywhere, but its treasures vanished over centuries. Hundreds of thousands of scrolls, works by playwrights, historians, and scientists, are lost forever, known only through passing mentions. The burning of Alexandria wasn't just the loss of books, but of potential and progress, setting humanity back by generations. The Library of Pergamum, a rival in ancient Turkey, also fell, but not before inventing parchment to keep its collection growing. These stories remind us that preserving knowledge is a constant struggle against time, conflict, and neglect. The destruction of these libraries left huge gaps in our understanding, forcing later generations to rediscover lost ideas. Their ghosts remind us of the cultural cost of war and ignorance. They inspire us to protect today's libraries so our era's knowledge doesn't become another echo in history. The fight to preserve knowledge is never over. Many great libraries began as private collections of royalty, like the Bibliothèque Nationale de France, which started with King Charles V's manuscripts in the Louvre. For centuries, these collections were symbols of power, accessible only to the elite. The French Revolution changed everything, transforming the Royal Library into a national treasure for all citizens, a powerful symbol of liberty and equality. This marked a turning point. Libraries became public institutions, preserving cultural heritage for everyone. The British Library's roots traced to Sir Hans Sloane, who sold his vast collection to the nation, laying the foundation for one of the world's greatest libraries. Key events like the Copyright Act ensured these libraries would keep growing, requiring copies of every published book. These institutions became more than repositories. They became active participants in their nation's intellectual life. They are living archives, filled with documents and books that tell the story of how countries came to be. National libraries are now guardians of collective memory, open to all. Their evolution reflects the democratization of knowledge. Today, libraries face their greatest transformation since the printing press, the digital revolution. The Library of Congress, the world's largest, now serves everyone, making its resources available online to anyone, anywhere. Massive digitization projects let you explore historic documents and recordings from your own home. This breaks down barriers, democratizing access to knowledge like never before. But digital preservation brings new challenges. Files can be corrupted, software becomes obsolete, and websites vanish, creating the risk of a new kind of digital dark age. Modern librarians are now digital archivists, working to ensure today's digital culture survives for future generations. Libraries have also become vibrant community hubs, offering free internet, workshops, and classes for all ages. They're not just quiet reading rooms, they're centers for learning, connection, and creativity. In a disconnected world, libraries provide welcoming spaces for people to come together. The library's mission endures, even as its form evolves. From ancient clay tablets to digital databases, libraries have always been essential to civilization. They're guardians of our stories and champions of truth, teaching us to think critically in an age of misinformation. Libraries provide free access to knowledge, leveling the playing field for everyone, regardless of background. They're places where curiosity is nurtured, literacy is built, and communities are strengthened. The future of libraries blends the physical and digital, connecting our past with our future. They're adaptable, evolving to meet society's needs, never outdated, always vital. By supporting libraries, we invest in our communities and preserve our shared culture. Let's ensure this legacy endures, so the whispers of the shelves continue to inspire for generations.